Good morning, everyone. Today's a relatively cloudy day, but I thought I would come out and show you my new lemon tree. And also, I've received a parcel this morning for a laminator that's been sent to me and gifted to me. So I've actually come out to get some flowers because my garden started to flower. And when I've picked said flowers, in return I'm going to scatter some seeds. So these are forget-me-nots and Gadetia. And I'm going to just put these in the border in the bottom and hopefully they will germinate, but that will be my offering back. But I've got my colander and my scissors and I'm going to go and harvest some flowers to then have an experiment with laminating. So yeah, I'm going to go get these now and scatter my seeds and hopefully we do a good job. As you can tell, I am only taking individual flowers and not actually damaging the plant itself. But yeah, I'm just taking a couple of flowers from each plant and then leaving the rest of the plant intact. And now it's time to sprinkle my flowers. I'm putting the forget-me-nots here because there's already forget-me-nots growing under the Japanese maple, so I'm fairly confident that they will grow. But this is my offering back to the land for the flowers that I've taken. So these are the flowers and leaves that I've got, and now I just need to get my new laminator out and give it a go. I've got a mixture of petals and whole flowers, if you can see, just so that basically I can experiment and see what they all look like since they're all different. So we'll see. Let's begin our experiment. And this is my new laminator. So it was sent to me by this company. They didn't pay me to have it, they just wanted to send it to me, and the idea of laminating flowers seemed exciting. So, but yeah, so this is my new laminator. It comes with like a corner snipper, a hole punch, and the best part, it comes with multiple sizes of laminating sheets, so I can do loads and loads of different things. So if it's a good laminator, then expect to see lots of new laminating projects because I've never had one before and I've always wanted one. So let's go. So I'm going to start with the easy things like some leaves, simply because I've never used a laminator before and I don't really know how this is going to come out. So I'm just using one of the small pages and I'm going to do some easier things like leaves because they're already relatively flat and I feel like I'm less likely to mess leaves up, if that makes sense. But I need to leave a good amount of room between each leaf in order to make sure that they are sealed well. As you can see, they're already pretty finicky. I'm also going to put some petals on here as well, just to fill up the space. And then close the sheet. And hopefully that looks okay when we laminate. So the power button has turned green and now it's ready to go. Let's see how it works, shall we? How does it work? Oh, it's going. And there's my first laminated sheet. So now we're going to try some of the other bits, the flowers and things. And then I think I'm going to put some of these in my book of shadows. So yeah, that was my lamination experiment. The larger flowers haven't done too well, they've kind of smooshed down the page, which makes me think that it might be better to stick to the smaller and more delicate flowers, or just flower petals and leaves, because they seem to have done really quite well. So yeah, I know for next time, mainly just leaves and flower petals. But yeah, I will leave a description for the laminator, I will leave a link for the laminator in my description, because it's actually really affordable. It's only £40 and it comes with all the laminating sheets and the clipper and the hole punch and stuff, and I will definitely be getting some use out of this. So just as a gifted product, highly recommend. So as you can see, I've added some of the laminated bits to my altar space, so I've hung those just on a string there. And then I've got these bits. I'm not sure what I'm going to do with these yet, but I've also added some to my book of shadows. So this is one that I did after, just to try a different kind of method of doing it. And I've also added a forget-me-not and some petals just to my letha page. But yeah, I've added some to my book of shadows, and I'm going to add these other bits to some other things, I think. But yeah, I'm really pleased with how they turned out. while I was laminating and picking my flowers and things, I suddenly had like this idea, and I realised that my garden is full of clovers, so I picked a few clovers. These are just standard 3-leaf clovers. I couldn't find any 4-leaf clovers, unfortunately, but in like British Celtic kind of culture and belief, I guess you would call it, clovers are considered to be very, very, very lucky. So I thought I would pick a few clovers from my garden and just do a really quick luck charm for me and my family. So I've just picked 3 for now, so I've got one for my husband, one for my brother and one for my mum, and I'll just basically be charming them to be good luck charms for them, and then they can put them wherever they want to, whether it be in their car or in their wallet or whatever. So I've got my 3 clovers. I've also got 3 green ribbons for them to attach them to whatever they choose to attach them to. And just for ease, I've got just a white spell candle that I'll just basically be using to place on top of the clovers during the working, just to, you know, bring that energy. But yeah, I thought I would do just a quick luck working and share the spell, I guess. So yeah, and also while I'm here, look at my sweet peas. These have come from my garden, and I thought I would put some on my altar since the colours are really beautiful and coordinate with midsummer wonderfully. But yeah, so I will do my luck working, and if you want to do it, you can use just an image of a clover if you want to, or if you've got a laminator you can make a charm like this, but you can just use an image of a clover if you wanted to, or a clover shaped pendant or anything like that. But yeah, anything clover shaped you can use, but I'm going to use these and do my luck working. So these are my 3 clover good luck charms. I've put them on these ribbons, and I've essentially kind of used the ribbon to do a little bit of knot magic as well. When you're tying the knots, then just say the words that I put in there in the subtitles, and yeah, you've basically tied your intention to the ribbon if you choose to use ribbon. But yeah, those are my 3 good luck clover charms, and I am going to gift them to my family when I see them.